It's pretty fun time, from what I hear. I have my history with this game is that I have watched possibly all the endings back in like 2013, and then when all the Let's Players played this game back when it was very popular. It was a big game that people kept playing. It was very funny and very cool, and I was like, damn, this is awesome. I never had a PC that could run it, so I never really played it. But now it's finally come to consoles about, say, so I think it was 2013, right? Yeah, it's 9 or so years later, which is kind of crazy. And there's not really much to explain, as the narrator will explain what this game is, and I hope the audio is fine. But yes, there is also in this Ultra Deluxe version, so this game has a lot of endings, but there are new endings added to the Ultra Deluxe edition. I set the setting to I have not played the Stanley Parable before because it's been a while. I do know some endings, I do remember some of them, but for the most part, there'll probably be new content. I don't know when we'll get to it, but I'm excited. So I hear there's a bucket. I don't know what that has anything to do with anything. I think I remember there being a bucket in the original game, but yeah. Let's just start. Here's the PS5 version.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Don't think that really matters.
Worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427.
It's us. It's Stanley.
He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
Every day?
Although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
I don't know if I want to do that every day, but depends on how much money they give me.
And then one day, something very peculiar.
And obviously if I get breaks.
Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single
an hour? Is it an hour? Like, huh.
for him to follow.
I just realized I haven't been working.
No one showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in
He must have been very tired that day. He didn't have his monster energy drink.
This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid.
Let me just listen to the audio.
Unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
It's a little bit matching my voice, so I'm just gonna... I mean, it's not... The thing is, this game doesn't have a lot of audio to begin with, but I'll go turn it down just a tad. Alright, I guess we can move. No, I don't want to go.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure.
I can't handle the pressure.
He had to make a decision. What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that.
I don't want to do this.
Oh, this couldn't go anywhere except...
This is where I live now.
The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever.
This is the ending of Persona 5 Royal?
Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by?
Maybe if I press my own buttons.
The ability to tell.
I can do my own things now.
Sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come.
Maybe someday.
Eventually, someday, they would arrive.
Eventually.
Soon, very soon now, this will end.
Well, maybe. Who knows?
He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
And there it goes. And that's the type of game that we're playing. If it doesn't tell you anything about this, then yeah, I have gotten an ending. As one of the endings. That is the sit here and do nothing ending. But we're just gonna go on ahead. Close that door.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the trophy?
Yes.
Click a door 5 times? Is that all you think a trophy is worth? No. I can't just
Oh
give
god damn
these
it!
merits
I
away
didn't
for
actually
such
remember
little
it.
effort.
It was more to
measly
this.
5 clicks.
Give me
Now,
the fucking
suppose you were to
trophy.
click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
Oh my god! I didn't even know this was a thing. Okay. Oh, that's what I'm doing.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of
Oh my god! You say 430 times, I'm stopping.
Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly.
I'm hate this dude. I'm just gonna rapidly press this. So, how y'all doing today? I'm clicking a door for a trophy.
No. I'm still not feeling it. I want this trophy to have meant something. It
I'm gonna
has to be
break
a
the
true
windows.
reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way no matter the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
426. Well, I guess we have to go find number 41. There we go.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
Okay. Now we go back. The hell is it? Mr. Narrator, where the fuck is 437? Is it here? I feel like it'd still be here. There's a bunch of bricks over there I need to set. Oh, there's 437.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
Oh my god. I'm regretting this.
Now, back to door number 437.
Is there a run button? Nah, that's as fast as I can go. I can crouch.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine? All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're
I'm
getting
really feeling it
somewhere.
now. I'm feeling it now, Mr. Krabs.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
How do I jump? I don't think I can jump on this game in this game.
Yes, this is great. You're putting it all on the line, Stanley.
I'm
I like
doing
that.
it.
All
I'm
right,
putting it
let's
all on
keep
the
up.
line.
Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
I feel like this isn't any different than my day job. It's this way. I'm gonna memorize this room by the end of this.
We've almost got it. Now the copy machine, do that one again.
What? He's so excited.
Finish it off, Stanley. 5 clicks on door 430. Yes!
Yeah!
We did it! Oh, wow. That
It's
felt amazing.
Rainbow.
Oh,
Happy
you
Pride
really
Month.
earned it, Stanley.
Get your
Nothing
first
could
trophy.
hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today.
Well, alright. Time to keep going.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Well, since you're proud of me, I'm going left.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Not altered
Feeling
without
a
consulting
wave
the
of
whiteboard
discontent,
manager.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Marketing Mondays, ideas and development. What to do about 432. Don't tell 432 about my meeting. What? Complete today's unfinished agenda items right next day's agenda. Reflect. Uh-huh. What do we got here? Hello, everyone is unique. Number of slides on this slide. Slides, the charts. The charts and slides are increasing. Oh, man. But we have a lot of more charts than slides. Wait, that doesn't work with the math, huh? Or does it? Rate of increase in graphs per slide. Please, no more charts. I'm begging. Stop. Appreciate the boss appreciation minute worksheet. No, I'm not doing that. Solve interpersonal conflict. If you ever find yourself in a conflict with another diligent employee like yourself, but more inclined toward conflict, unless you're the kind of person who initiates conflict, why do we hire you? Success. Transcend. Plant life. I'm gonna become a plant? I guess so. Things. Does it say happiness? But they... Oh, happy feelings. Violet James, you're fired. Talk less. Do amazing work. Let it ball up inside you. Passive aggressive. Resent the coworkers. Oh god, I hate that this is accurate. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go. I don't need to see that anymore. Hey, broom closet. But, what the fuck?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
We'll see how far this gets me. Ooh, the executive bathroom. Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes, if the boss has suffered losses, then that's what the boss chose. Oh, fantastic. Real poetry here. Everything's so desolate. What? What? Hang on. Does it tell me? No. I'm trying to look at the little thing under it. What is it saying and why is this photo? Why? That's just depressing.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled,
Got some alcohol,
Stanley
though.
wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Damn it.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
I think I'm getting close. Oh, I tried that one already.
2845.
Hang on, I have an idea.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself.
Oh, it's dark.
Head along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Well, whoop-de-doo for me. All right. Oh. Oh my.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized...
I thought you were going to say descending deeper into madness. Stanley is still hearing this voice in his head.
As though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
Yeah, I think someone would clean this elevator though.
Years, it had never occurred
Very
to him.
rusted.
This question would not go unanswered for long.
Hey, can you explain why there was a panda bear photo of a man holding a gun to them?
Stanley walked straight ahead through
Mind
the large
control
door
facility.
that read Mind
Escape.
Control
Okay, that is nice, but I don't need that. I was hoping it would just tell me the panda bear thing.
Facility.
No. Tempting, but no. Idea button.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
Someone was
Each bore the
fired.
number of an employee in the
Not a
building.
person.
Stanley's co-workers. The lives
This
of
isn't
so
realistic.
many
I feel like there'd be more
individuals
fired
images on the
areas.
screen, and Stanley, one of them,
Terrible turnover rate, you know.
eternally monitored in this place where freedom
Is that what that is? Turnover rate? Totally forgot. There's only 2 people that got fired. What's that one? What's that say? What the fuck?
This mind control.
Did that say shark?
activity, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control
Let's start to
all
see that
this
one.
time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his
Maybe if we
boring
get
job?
closer.
That his emotions had been manipulated to
Blue?
accept it blindly?
Maybe it's boss.
No. He refused to believe
I guess I refuse to believe it.
Couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control?
Oh, okay.
Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold
Fancy.
reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
How do I do that? Oh, there it is. The controls. It's a good, convenient thing that they decided to put the controls to dismantle everyone's mind control right there. Except, oh wait, I can't go up there. Oh, facility power. Is that where it came from, though? I feel like that's where it came from. It is. 5.
And when at last he found the source of the
Off.
room's power, he knew it was his
On.
duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Although, if I press on, then I can control everything. Ah, whatever. Hello? What happened?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Oh.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments
Is that the
away.
light god?
And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers
Hyland, is that you?
How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him.
Yeah, fuck that.
For it was not
I don't need those
knowledge or
mysteries.
even power that he
Oh, palm
had
tree.
been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives,
It's the trees.
will be his. And that was all he needed to know.
Hot dog. I'm going out
Perhaps
there and
the only thing
living my
worth
life.
knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new.
Let's go watch Morbius, Stanley.
This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Good for Stanley. He deserves happiness. Beat the game. Hey, closing the door should have been a beat the game, though, if you think about it, but no. Alright, that was one ending.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, look.
When Stanley came to a set of two
Nope.
open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he
We already
wanted to
went there
stop by
before,
the
though.
employee lounge
I'm not going
first,
there again.
just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth
I do know
admiring.
what he says when
It
you,
had really been
obviously
worth the
do this.
detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley
can't
simply
jump.
stood here, drinking it all in.
I wasn't even trying to jump, I was trying to interact with things. Can I have some, Fanta?
Yes, really worth it being here
Give me
in the
the
room.
$1.25?
Utterly captivating.
Are you insane?
Even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished,
Ugh.
here you
Reminds me
sit
of like
in
when
these
we
chairs
used to
and
have a
debate.
vending machine at our work.
Really worth it.
It used to be $1, but then they increased the price by 25 cents. I was like, fuck you. They got rid of the vending machine. Because I think people mostly just kept getting Coca-Cola anyway.
And reflected
Also
poorly
just
on his overall personality.
Took too much space in the break room.
That this is why everyone left.
Screw you. I'm trying to get some drinks. I got coffee, but I'm not a coffee guy.
Dialogue. But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Fine.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Nah.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Oh, yeah. Let's go for the disobey ending.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot.
Wrong foot?
here.
Okay.
I'm not your enemy, but in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Okay, he says that. Oh, okay. Alright. Alright.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Let's keep alternating. We went right before, that was an ending. So, we go left again.
Stanley came to a set of two open doors. He entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
No. This is where I live now. You can't make me.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet.
Yeah.
No reason to still be here.
I don't know, there's like, duct tape. There's wrenches. There's a saw. What is that, film?
It's baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet.
Hang on, I need to
He
take a
wasn't
drink.
even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is,
If only we
he's
had a
literally
bucket.
just standing there doing sweet FA.
Oh, wait,
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yeah.
Standing around doing nothing?
Oh, hello?
Hey, please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Thank you, Yanka Pro, for following.
Realize there's no choice or
Is
anything
that you
in
saying
here,
it?
right? If I'd said
The thing is
Stanley
actually a little
walked
off
past the
center.
broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring.
At least I got to hear that noise.
But it didn't even occur to me because literally,
Ah, yes.
this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
You don't know? What if it means
Thought to mention it.
hello? Welcome to me playing this game. I finished playing Persona 5 Royal a week back, so now I'm just
Somehow, it's
starting other
going down
things.
that path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say,
Talk about this.
Did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite.
I think that was a thing people kept saying.
Concerning.
Can I break the
Stanley
light
was
bulb?
fat and ugly and really, really stupid.
Excuse
Probably
me?
only got the job because of
God
a family
damn.
connection. That's how stupid he is.
Wow.
All with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers. Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
Oh
We got
shit.
to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and we're just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system.
Oh
and
no.
you collapsed in front of your screen.
We should call 911.
Well, in a situation
Oh.
like this,
I'm moving the
responsible thing is
the
to
character
alert
though.
someone nearby
Am I
so as
breaking
to
the fourth
ensure
wall?
that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
I was just talking to me.
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities.
It's not a computer, it's a
Threatening the long-term
PlayStation 5.
sustainability of your species.
I think the Ultra Deluxe version would have updated the dialogue.
And instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics.
I do.
And filling them
I've
in
won
with
an
industry
Apex match a couple
narrative
times.
tropes in video
At
gaming,
least twice.
so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right.
By the way, I've been playing Apex for a bit. It's pretty fun. I play Mad Maggie a bit. I like shotguns in the game. It's good times. I haven't played it on stream in a while though. Is there an actual boom closet ending? I have no idea. We could wait here for like God knows how long. I don't know how else to keep me entertained. I could take this this broom, put it in the bucket, start cleaning up here. Look at this place is dirty. All those exposed wires. That could be bad for your health. I could hit a person with this wrench. I think if I leave now, then I get the regular ending. There is an ending for just delaying. I think I remember.
Ah, second player. You too? Unbelievable. At the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish?
A
What else?
fungus?
Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Sure. You can wait forever. You know how long I can wait? You have no idea. You have no idea how crazy I am, and I'll wait. I'll bore my stream to death. I'll be here 3 hours trying to get the broom closet ending, and they'll be like, no, there's no broom closet ending. What are you doing? And I'll be like, no, there's gotta be. Tricked him. I'm gonna go back the way I came. Can't.
Coming to a staircase,
Damn
Stanley
it!
walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Fine. Ah, shit. I think there was a broom closet ending. I think it goes to an endless staircase. 2845. I think there's an ending for inputting the numbers
Stepping into
early.
his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Nah, he already talked all that time.
Anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
Get me out of here. Goddamn calming new age music. Them Gen Z music. Where'd you get this off TikTok?
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated,
Thank you.
Stanley calmly walked forward. into the opened passageway.
Well, there was extra dialogue, but I think it's all in the same ending. Maybe next stream I have to look at a guide to see how to get the other endings. Right now we're winging it though.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Nope.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Huh?
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
You can't mess with me. I know what I'm doing.
Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward.
It's okay. Second. He's lying. Also, welcome. I do remember this one. Ah, I'm gonna die. Yeah, I'm built different.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss.
No great loss. I'll have you know, I cleared EX Trial 1 and 2 in Endwalker and attempted EX Trial number 3. Didn't work, but you know. Oh no, here I go, dying.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator.
Oh, another narrator.
Was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Oh, fantastic. Oh no! Oh. Boxes.
And yet it
That is the name of the game, yes.
Before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Stanley's computer. Fantastic. The office layout. Oh yeah, at this point I memorized that office. For the achievement. The pacing of the opening of this section was important to get right. The corridor has been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches 2 doors in a good time. Such dedication. Filing cabinets. Office computers. We got like some solitaire going on there. Oh, it's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buttons. The button sounds. A selection of sounds used throughout the game. When buttons are pressed, each sound is a mix of keyboard stroke and a synthesized tone. What is this, Portal? Hey Danny, what up? Playing the Stanley Parable. Look at all these names, all these people who worked on this game. See, there's a lot of people who worked on this game. Damn. Is this the afterlife? Oh, that's the other ending. The maintenance room ending. Early version of the maintenance room. Whatever it's called. It's the office. A war zone? What? Early in development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up on the battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it that it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. I mean, yeah. I also assume that the real reason is that the budget is it would take way too much time to make that. Like, how much? You have to make a war zone, gotta get some Call of Duty developers. Okay. Hang on. Oh, no, wait, it was about JRPGs. Damn it. Hang on. Actually, this is probably helpful. Let's turn this on. Can we read this? Read it for me. Alright, no, never mind. Are you a rock? After the second trailer was sent out, we asked people to email the narrator for questions. While we had initially planned to use these further promotional materials, we never found the perfect use for them. Here are a selection of those emails. What would you do if Stanley entered another room? What's Stanley's last name? We don't know. Maybe. Probably loops. Probably does. Congratulations! Subject. World of Warcraft. Oh, man. Greetings, omnipotent voice. That's true. You're so right. Second. His last name is Parable. Alright, that's enough. I'm not gonna wait for that one. Early version of The Lounge. Apartment timer. Probably should have gotten this ending after going to more endings. Previous version of the choice leading to the apartment ending, the timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone would lead to a different ending. You right click on any of the items, and then there's like options to do that. Cargo lift was always intended to offer the choice of staying on or jumping to a different path. However, after this early version, we decided we also wanted the option of the player falling to their death. There's so much shit here. Oh my god. Not gonna pay too much attention to this because I don't want to remind myself of all the other endings. Zending? What the Zending? The Zending went through many iterations. This room represents the fourth version of the ending, and we thought it was complete, but decided to abandon and change it again shortly before launch. Oh, that sounds fun. Good luck clothes shopping second. Zending levers? The fuck is Zending mean? Maybe. Depends how long I go. We ran 4 major teaser trailers over the course of the game's development, each meant to convey something about the spirit of the game. This is the first one, released back in May 2012. It features a series of broken rooms and the voice of the narrator informing viewers that he is repairing a new version of the Stanley Parable. Rad. The game is now paused. The escape menu. For a long time, we had an ending that only ended when the player restarted from the escape menu. Unfortunately, very few players realized that this was what they were supposed to do, which was frustrating for everyone. I don't know, you should maybe add secret endings like that. They'll figure it out online anyway. Is there anything else here? I'm glancing at other things, but at least we'll glance at them. Buttons. The freedom ending. This is the freedom ending, as it existed in beta. Oh yeah, there's way better trees in the new freedom ending. The hell? Countdown desk. One of the desks from the early version of the countdown ending. This was the first incarnation of the freedom ending in the game's alpha. So much history. Boss's office. Maybe it's the real boss's office, like in real life. They just put in the game. Lounge. Hello? Narration outtakes. Kevin Brighting, the voice of a narrator, recorded.
Where are all of his co-workers? Oh, I don't know. How about they're throwing a surprise party for him for all his button pushing? Does that sound plausible to you? Let's see.
Entire game roughly 3 separate times over 2 years of development. These are clips from early takes.
Stood on the roof.
Is there any more?
Stanley stood on the roof. Stanley stood on the snow. Then he pushed the number 8. Stanley.
Fantastic. If you get the game, you can listen to all of them on your own. But we do not have time for that. Office clock. The most important thing to showcase there. Alright, I think this is where progress is.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Freedom!
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Let me free.
But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Turn off your PlayStation.
Hey, they updated the game.
This game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice.
Well, nah.
Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
Ah! Hello? And that was one ending.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken.
Is that new dialogue?
When Stanley
Oh, we
came
went
to a
left.
set of
We go
two
right now.
open doors- This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Disobey ending.
Wow. Yes, this room.
Not listening to anything he says
To get
anymore.
back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Although, no.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Do not jump from the cargo while lift was in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse cargo, 1,000. Penalty for jumping off the lift, $5,000.
Look,
You can't charge me
I think
$6,000
perhaps
for
we've
doing
gotten
this.
off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really.
Not if I'm dead. No.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
No.
What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Danger. Danger
I don't know
everywhere. I
how to
mean, that
convince
sign
you of
tells
this,
me
but
that you
I
may be
really
due.
do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is
Step on
important.
that side of the fence.
Stanley walked through the red door.
The red door. No.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Got it.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
What if I was colorblind though, huh?
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so
Although
badly what's out
there is
Well,
colorblind
find out
options,
what
so
lies
just
at
write the
end of
name
this
on the
road
door,
you've
so
chosen.
damn it.
Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed
well, that's a
irrelevant
you
textures.
problem.
Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I'd
I don't know,
written
this
out
room does look
specifically
nice.
for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that?
There's an
I
exposed
did.
texture here, you're
And
right.
in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You give me
I
absolutely
want to see a
nothing
Ubisoft
so
game. What's wrong with
far.
you?
Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some
Actually, I want to see
feedback.
Catgirls. You have Catgirls?
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
No.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would
Let's turn that off.
you say that the game
Wait,
benefited
there's player data? Hang on. Oh, you could default values? That's pretty great.
from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Oh, well, now this is useful.
2.
You didn't like it, but you didn't totally hate it either. You enjoyed it, perhaps is the correct term. It didn't cause you excruciating pain.
Sure.
Big steps we've made here today, Stanley. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Oh. The worldwide leaderboard of the Stanley Parable. Good old Neil. 2 seconds. Hogarth, Awesome OPS. That's a lot of names. 21.3% of players skipped the intro sequence. Only 3%, worst 3% of players chose the blue door. This is... You are objectively ranked 9,328 players worldwide. I don't know. I think 100,000 people bought this game though, so that's a lie. Going here.
Now,
Oh,
would
fuck
you
you.
say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
No.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
Yeah.
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me
No,
boot
I
it up.
kind of do mind. I want to keep... okay.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the
No!
button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life.
I
I
guess.
think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours.
4 hours!
So why don't you give it 4 hours of play?
I remember
to make
seeing
sure
a
it's
streamer
effective.
try that.
Be sure
4
to keep
hours on
notes
this, and
your
then
experience.
they lost right at the last second. And this noise is infuriating. So we started at 11:12. Yeah, all we gotta do is keep pressing this button for the next up until let's carry the one 3:12. I hope all of you are doing great today. You know, having a good day. Relaxing. It's a good Sunday, you know. How fast can I press this button? Stop crying! Is there a trophy for this? I have no idea. I hope there isn't. I didn't see any trophy for this. I'm gonna Google how many people did this. There was someone I knew that I followed that was like, yeah. I did this. I tried to do this for 4 hours, but then I lost right at the last second and then gave up. Press that Twitter search it. I'm gonna stop holding the controller with a grip and press it with my index finger. I'm not even looking at the screen right now. How close did he get? Or put Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe Baby. The baby game ending. Oh no, some people were like, I'm going for the baby game ending. I was like, good God, don't do that. I feel like 5 minutes is good enough, right? Having this with one hand. Yeah, it's called the art ending. How long can people suffer this? Why must we? What was the line? Oh God, I'm thinking about the Metal Gear line. Why do we live? Just to suffer? Okay, official Twitter account just said, remember the baby from the Stanley Parable? This is him now. Feel old yet? It's just it's the image of the baby's head on a guy on a suit. Some stock photo of that. Oh, Shibuya. Oh yeah, God, I remember that. 2 years ago, huh? Oh, poor Shibuya. She tried her best. I don't think it worked though. They got donated $100 for the baby ending, but then they didn't make it in time. 4 hours of that. Yeah, that's a lot of willpower. Oh well. Goodbye, art.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. It's over.
It's
Thank
over.
you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey,
But
since my game was so
I spent
awful,
$25
I'll
on this
play
game.
someone else's game, just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here?
What do we have here?
Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
What are you doing? Where are we? What the?
Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley?
This used to be about...
Story. What is our motivation?
I thought it was Minecraft.
Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man, spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your freight tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted, erotic purpose.
Nice.
Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental
Mental depravity.
So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
I hope they're bears. Can I fight a bear? Ooh. Propane. And propane accessories. Can I blow it up? It's connected to the tower. You know, narrator, if you give me a gun, I could blow this tower up. See how big it all lights up. It'd be crazy.
Oh no. No, 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 it can't be. It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
What?
Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big open.
Ew, gross.
Just wandering around, no right or wrong directions.
Yeah, it sounds
no path
terrible.
to follow. You can just go in any.
What is this, Elden Ring?
Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley.
Well, we're still
I'm
in
going
the
to get
woods
us
though,
out of
but
here.
okay.
Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
Wait, could they not put Minecraft in it because Microsoft owns it now?
Okay, I think this will be just.
Oh, maybe. Maybe replace Minecraft. What the?
Wonderful. See, this is exactly.
Maybe they just
what I
added
had
new
in
ones because they wanted
Just
to.
a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now,
That is
this
true.
is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Alright, putting invisible walls,
Okay,
cheating.
So what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack.
So you don't
Okay,
use
I've seen
them.
that there's a
Right.
ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball?
I think it's
Stanley, I think
soccer,
it's
as they
sports
say.
ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together? Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball.
He's British, he doesn't know what soccer is. Oh, I'm running. I'll make it. Wait, Epic Games owns this game now, though. You better be careful. Also,
do
Steam
it.
users can't
How
actually play
winning.
this
Is
game
this
anymore.
fun?
So if you're playing
Is
this
it
on
better than my miserable little story that I worked so
Stanley
hard on?
Parable
Stanley, I have a thought.
on
And I
Steam,
realize I'm not a
really can't play this. Am I
but if
gonna be able
one
to?
ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience.
Wait, I'm
going
about to
try
goal.
it out. Here comes another ball.
With the goal in.
Yes. Oh, goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it? Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop.
What? It won't go down.
Simply have to have more. I'm insatiable.
There it is.
More balls.
Oh my god! You're gonna break the game! But yeah, now have you heard that? Like, apparently in Rocket League, if you owned it on Steam, you can no longer play it anymore or something like that.
Are you enjoying this, Stanley?
Because it's now an Epic Game Store. It's an Epic
Is this
Game
a
Store
real
exclusive.
video game? Well, I sure hope you're having a
This
good
is a real
time,
video
but
game
guess
now.
what? It's
No longer a
over.
walking simulator, as I say.
All little fun comes to an end. This
Oh.
is my game, and what I say goes.
Well, I do like
You
walking
get to have
simulators
fun
as
when
well.
Hold on. What are you doing?
What the? Oh, I didn't even know that you could go down here.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Where am I? I'll make my own stories. The fuck do I go? Oh shit! Oh man. We're in the Stanley Parable beta version. Back when the office had like a bit of a cafe color, some brown. Is this my room? Crazy. Oh,
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder
that
if he's
hell?
happy with his choice. And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it, he'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me.
He needs
Someone who'll
you.
wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
We can wait, apparently. Well. So we'll check the progress. Look at all the endings and all that. No. Maybe there is, but I haven't found it.
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself. That's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all.
Is that what he thought? I guess. So we went through the right door. This time we go left again.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either.
Oh.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping he might coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I followed you long enough. Going downstairs. The hell? What's down here?
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility
Mental
of facing
illness.
his
Oh.
boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours.
So be careful
It might
about
be
that.
hard for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense.
You gaslighting
And
me?
as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations.
This dude gaslighting me.
For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked
Well.
down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he
That's
was?
because you're doing that.
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeated?
Also, I'm sorry you couldn't put the
No,
budget
Stanley said to
in
himself,
for the
this
feet.
is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all
Oh, this is a very
dream.
dark ending. Good God.
What a relief.
I forgot. Oh, yeah, that's right. I
Finally
remember what
found an
happens.
answer, an explanation. His co-workers were
Yeah, I
actually
understand what his
right.
content warning for
He
this. So
wasn't
yeah,
going to lose his job. He
be
wasn't
careful
crazy
about this
about it.
ending. You know, just
And he
skip
thought to
ahead.
himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh, sick.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid?
This is awesome. Then there's music outside. Can you please stop? I'm trying to listen to the narrator.
One, he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice.
Stanley, don't
describing
worry.
me,
That's just
thinking
you
about
being
how
gaslit. It's fine.
describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd,
Can't believe the narrator
probably this
is
voice spoke to
girl
all people in
gaslighting,
dreams.
gatekeeping, and girl bossing right now.
This was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now
Break into this car.
as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to
Better
Stanley.
be careful not to hold the X button, otherwise it'll think that I want to skip the ending.
Without a doubt that this was in fact a dream.
What if I go
Did the voice
backwards?
not see him float and
Shit.
make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control.
No,
that
that's not a
this
good
was
idea,
a
Stanley.
dream.
Don't do that.
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up.
Okay.
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment,
Damn.
and my wife, and my
You got a
job.
wife?
All I want is my life exactly the way it's
I don't know. I
always
feel
been.
like Stanley had a husband.
My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am
Or significant other.
okay.
I fill in my Stanley lore. Trying to disprove my theories. Yep.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh no! I forgot how dark some of the endings can get. Goodness
This
gracious.
is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Who's Mariella?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work.
Was this
On
Gary's
this
mom?
particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although
Oof.
she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone
Poor
knows
dude.
what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way...
Well, good
seeing
for
this
you,
man made her
Mariella. I
feel
was
better.
having a
Then
crisis.
she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career.
Very important
and by
people.
extension, the rest of her life. She had
Sure.
no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
And she was like, fuck this, I'm out. Oh boy.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
Da, 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 da. Oh my gosh, a follower. Thank you. Thank you, Altu Maminer. My minor? Again, I need to fix the cropping on that. Thank you for following. Thanks, Ultima. I'm here playing the Stanley Parable. We've gotten a couple endings. Let's see. All right, I keep alternating left and right. So we went left.
Stanley came to a set of
We now
two
go
open
right.
doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Sure. This is a nice
The
lounge. Look
was
at the
sublime,
lounge.
a work of art. But
Oh, that's
in
enough of
order
the
to get back to
lounge.
business,
We've seen the lounge.
Stanley took
Fuck the
first
lounge.
open door on his left.
Doesn't give. It's $1.25 for soda. Fuck that.
So he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Nah. You don't control me, bitch. Although last time I went down, bad things happened. So
But Stanley
A little
didn't want to go
worried.
back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now, in order to
knows?
get back, he needed to go
who knows what we'll find?
here it's,
This is a garage. Where's the car? Oh, this way. Okay.
Oh no, it's to the right. My mistake.
It's a good way to get the endings. If I remember all the endings, I could probably just look at the VOD and then like keep
Why
track of
would
them
I have
after.
ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly. Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
He's busy.
Now let's see. We went.
How many
down,
papers you got in there?
Left, down, left, right. Yep. Okay. Yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Oh, okay. I don't like cars. Last time I went near a car, I went crazy.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is.
I
all
just skipped to
spoiler.
this part.
Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to Oh, who am I kidding?
Oh no, he doesn't seem
It's
prepared.
rubbish
No,
now.
he still isn't
The whole
prepared.
story
Yep.
completely unusable. How about rather than waste
I'm gonna
my
jump
time
off.
trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track.
I think this is the first ending I ever saw
From the
of Let's
top.
Player playthrough. It really was trippy.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh.
Well, you
Everything-
suck at it. I could do it. Watch. See? I can press this button and just reset everything. I could do it. I'm not going to.
Did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
I have
Did
more
you
power than
move
you,
the
old
story
man.
Somewhere or hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
Yeah, why are you asking me,
Here
motherfucker?
just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay then, it's an adventure.
Oh, just
Come,
like Final
Stanley,
Fantasy.
let's find the story.
This way. Did I find it? The story? The narrator has indeed lost control of their own game. So true. I made a wrong turn. Let's go this way.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever
Yeah,
been on. I can
yeah,
promise you.
usually adventures
There
have, like,
definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game
Better
again?
vistas.
Well, I
No,
found
we
out
don't need to
life
restart the
will
game
ever
again.
progress by starting
Listen,
over
just because we're
and over
trapped
again.
in Gudania
It's gotta be better
1.0
than this.
doesn't mean they gotta
Okay,
restart.
let's give it a shot. Why not?
Okay, never mind. I guess we have to restart. That's a good point.
All of his
He
co-workers
hates
were
open world
gone.
games.
What
So
could
that's
it
to
mean?
make a
Stanley decided to go to the meeting
an
room.
adventure
Perhaps he had
game.
simply missed a memo. Okay, yep, it's worse.
You know what? Maybe he does say open world games. Now
It's
there's
possible
only
the story is
no
back where
doors.
we
We're
just
in a
came
box.
from. Why don't we go back the other
Although he just
direction?
said it's
Let's see
worse.
if we
I
missed
don't know,
anything.
man. It seems better. We analyze the lights. Four of these lights don't work.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
Here comes the
Wait,
story.
never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
My guy. Where are we right now? Oh,
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
what if I break
Do you remember, Stanley?
the wooden
Well,
planks?
you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Hey, we did it!
Congratulations!
Yeah!
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
No, I got that trophy.
I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is.
That was pretty fair and
Okay,
square.
What might happen this time? I have to restart.
Trophy for clicking that door 5 times and all the other doors.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Just follow the line. It's so simple. The adventure
See,
line. Yeah,
the
this is
line knows
nostalgic.
where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination
Walking backwards.
still a story?
It's on the wall now.
Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself?
Question marks.
Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize.
It's a little bit. You're losing its story, man.
Going with all that. You know what? I think
Mine's a
what
little
we
off
need
whack right now.
is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Oh my god. I forgot about the adventure line music. Da da da. I'm gonna skip. Oh man. Skip the line a little bit.
Wait, cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
Everyone take note.
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully.
Got
You
it.
won't want to miss anything.
Skip the line. 5 stars on GTA. Oh no!
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley
Hey, cut
parable,
Drew.
right?
It's
The
fine. I'm
story?
going a different path now.
Is any of this ring? Oh, no.
Hey, we're back here.
Again, Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
That's about to be you, narrator. You're gonna get fired. Okay. Can't close the door anymore.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it
TM.
ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting.
We're intelligent? I thought it was like one brain cell we're sharing right now.
This all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction? Yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to
Oh yes,
be?
thank you for putting the fern on a notepad.
Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
The fuck? The hell are we? Narrator! That's what I get for going backwards. Wee.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rules.
Line TM.
Just don't acknowledge it. And we should
Acknowledge it, TM. What?
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How
True.
important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here.
Alright, give it all the thinking time you want. Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
So I know that each
I'm going
door
backwards.
has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here.
Uh-huh.
And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes,
yeah?
then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley. Our destiny
Hooray for logic!
awaits. Oh, hold up. What's this? The confusion ending.
Fusion ending.
Me- That's what this is. It's all one giant ending.
DVA maintenance room,
We're
end up in
supposed to
monitor
restart the game
room.
eight times? that's really how all this goes? It's all...
Find the confusion schedule. Fit
So now,
restart.
according to the
Forgets
schedule,
previous
I
restarts.
restart again.
Stanley
Then
attempts to play the story,
Am I
but is
supposed to
prevented.
forget?
Unable to go anywhere or do
What if I
anything,
don't
the game
want to
restarts on its
forget?
own.
My mind goes
Finally
blank
again.
simply because
Begin
it's
following the
written
line.
here on this-
Why an identical
this
replica of
thing
The Office has been
wall.
got to deteriorate.
Well,
Attempt to make up a story here.
me. Why don't I get to decide?
Narrator restarts the
Why
game.
don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really...
No longer an office, just black space. Wander to blackness. Find a bookstore? Get bored and leave. Narrator restarts the game.
I don't want to forget
The
what's
8th
going
restart.
on.
The narrator's
I don't wanna
gone.
be trapped
After a
like
long
this.
time,
I won't
Stanley dies.
restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
It's been 19 minutes. I'm playing the confusion ending. Oh. 19 minutes? It feels like it's been a little shorter than that.
Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come?
Confusion ending is pretty good.
Will something happen? So, okay.
Let me go.
I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm
Sure.
not sure if we're in the destination or the journey. Though they're always saying
I'm trying to sit
that
down
life
on
is
this chair.
about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the
Totally
meantime,
sitting on it.
if you
Whoop. And there it goes.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter
At
of
this point,
time
I do,
before he
yeah.
found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time.
Oh! Should we do it? I haven't seen the new content. I'll leave the choice up to you. Do I go in the new content or do I get the other old endings that I've seen before? I've seen before. All right, let's go to new content.
Oh, new content? What does that mean? New content.
I have no idea. Hello? Oh! Narrator, you there?
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know,
Oh.
the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
Crazy. Alongside Final Fantasy
After
14.
receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in
Game
2022
Factory.
with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new
Oh,
content
putting that content in there,
broadens and
baby.
expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Same.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
It'd be funny if the only new content is just one ending and then that's it.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... oh,
Maybe we
here go.
meditate.
All right,
Okay.
finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
So, let's be back here, narrator. Once again, it's been,
I have to say, initial impressions
almost 10
of
years.
Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
elevator that chugs.
All right. Let's see. It's
The jump circle.
circle.
I can jump! Oh shit. Rapid fire jumping. Is there a bomb? Watch this connects to a bomb and blows up when I finish this. Oh, 360 jumps. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! Oh. There it goes. It's gone now. My pants. Oh no! You gotta clean yourself, my guy, my buddy.
Is that it? Surely that's
That
not
was
all
it, my
content.
guy.
There has to be something else, right? Goodness. Another elevator.
More elevators.
Stanley, I have
Oh,
to
get me
say,
out of here.
Initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley
You could add a
Parable
third
Ultra
semester
Deluxe,
and have
now
me
with over
fight
1,000 hours
Redacted.
of new content, and
Add
wait,
3 new
there's
confidants.
more. Very good.
Call it new
Yeah,
content. Pay $60. Shout out to Persona 5 Royal. I beat that game.
I'm ready for whatever it is.
Thank you for enjoying
it?
the new
No,
content.
you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley?
That was pretty good.
This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's trophies, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test trophy, please ignore." What quality assurance department
Did I
signed
get that
off on
trophy, by the
this?
way?
I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and
Oh?
hold them personally accountable.
Okay.
It's my fault, Stanley. I
You
built
shouldn't
up
go on there too much.
anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid.
Says the person
It
who
could
goes on
never
there
have
too
lived
much.
up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always.
Can I go back to the jump puzzle though?
Friend.
Yeah, yeah, it says test trophy. Oh. Wow.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Is this a drug deal? No. Yes. You're right, Amogus. So true. The fuck does that say? Whoop.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past
Whoop.
and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers
I'm
won't
sorry?
find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
The fuck?
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I
Peak
want.
experiences.
Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Oh, damn. The memories.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you
So
how
sweet
wonderful
zone.
Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap PlayStation port?
Excuse me, I wouldn't be able to play this game if it wasn't on PlayStation.
2013, when the game originally launched. Back then, video games
Audience
had
award.
integrity. Back then, it all meant something.
So this other award.
Waste.
2013. Man, what a year. $1. Why the fuck is there $1 here? That's the first dollar they ever made? This is where gamers respawn here. Unachievable. It is the impossible. It's impossible to get this achievement. Oh, damn. Don't play for 5 years. British Academy of Games. Video game releasing today. Creator surprisingly down to earth. Rock goes from scandal to new crisis. Business leaders pushing election of council allies. 50% off this designer hat. Colleges show uneven effort to enroll poor. Thanks, New York Times. Los Angeles Times. Stanley Parable deals tough choices. There were newspapers in 2013? It's the first time hearing of it. What the fuck?
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism.
Big Sushi
10 out of
FM
10
packs.
from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games and no less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds.
Why
to
you
be
sounding
every
more
game
British?
ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's
Little
how
Stanley?
grand and all-encompassing
Oh no, I
the
missed Little
original
Stanley.
Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game
Let's go back.
ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3.
Why
It was
Persona
all of
3?
it. And now
Why did you
it's
mention?
nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore.
Oh fuck, I was joking about mentioning Persona 5 Royal.
A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
An hour? That's crazy. Okay, go back outside to meet Little Stanley though. Well, we could sit here all day, my good buddy. Oh, there's the door. One of Dev's puppies. Oh, that's nice. Nostalgia. It was good. True. Aw, poor Little Stanley. Person of the year. Oh, damn. The original remake. Car. The happy button. Stanley Parable Collector's Edition. It was Collector's Edition for this game. The end is never the end, the never the end. It's another
Here's
review.
another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable
Carpet
is both
textures.
a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. All they had to do was transport it in pristine condition along to the PlayStation. Boom, done. And they couldn't even do that.
The birds.
Couldn't resist the urge to go meddling with a beloved franchise. These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again.
Know what you mean, buddy.
Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
Calls the place the memory zone. Doesn't remember this area. Oh, there's drinks. The fuck? We in Half-Life?
No, God, no, Stanley. It's a collection of reviews from Pressurized Gas, the extremely popular online storefront for computer games. I
Steam
haven't looked
reviews.
at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Oh, we got recommended there.
See, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could
trying to
write
make
up a handful
art.
of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Oh, it's raining. Caution. 8'6" high. If we can look at this, then maybe we'll figure out Stanley's height. It's not 8'6", that's for sure. pressurized gas reviews. What we got here?
Let's see what this one says.
By
While the idea
Noodle
of the game is
Chef.
good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me.
Game Dude's gonna make a video on Stanley's height. Yeah.
Dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to.
I know.
Black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record.
Black, unimpeachable, yes.
Like a
Black
failure.
marks on this
Like I
unimpeachable
let
track
these
record.
people down.
So true.
Perhaps the Stanley parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
I don't know, it was pretty good. Can I go in here? No. It provided me entertainment on YouTube, watching them Let's Players play this game. There's an alarm there. Ignore that. The narrator is the president.
You constantly have to stop doing
Cookie
anything
9.
so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button.
Yeah.
A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record.
Drowned.
Only positive reviews of the
Oh god, what's happening? Oh!
That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip
I'll
button.
do
would be
anything for the
sharp.
customer.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you
Oh,
forward
no.
in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button,
What's back here?
you'll have zipped right past it.
Ooh,
It's
ladder.
what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on.
I don't know, what happens if I press it? What if it's too far in the future? I'm scared.
The people, and if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary...
That's
verbal
true.
flourishes
I wonder
and
what happens if you do listen to
on
the
the
guy.
nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps...
Wonder how many
less of
times
a
I can keep
rumination
skipping.
and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto. Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think. Okay, so
I'm
my
hovering
theory
over.
is that any
Again.
choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are,
Oh,
or
will
were, or
be.
will be at the time of having made said choice. That is to say, if by
I could listen to the
articulating
guy
a
speak
choice
for
you've
hours.
already made, you bring that choice into being, then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a monument to every person you've ever been, making every choice to which you've ever given your Greek gift of mortal and yet timeless thought? Or rather, do all of the choices you've ever made, in fact, make you more not this
I'm
kind of
having a
person,
trip
and
right
in fact
now.
do the very opposite? You see, it could in fact be both of these things at once. That you are both making choices and not making choices, and that they are both
Here we
affecting
go.
you and not affecting
See
you
what
at the
happens.
same time.
I already
by
pressed it
virtue
once,
of
so
the
might
fact
as well
that
press
you
it again,
both
huh?
are and are not making them. Okay, at first. Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button.
I wonder what that's
The minute
pressing
I
with.
start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their pressurized gas review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps.
Cookie 9.
To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review.
I wonder if
in
they
the
actually put
first
their
place.
real
I
usernames
guess I
on
should become
display.
better educated on how exactly
Yeah.
pressurized gas works.
Yeah, I wonder how pressurized gas
Perhaps
works.
that would have been a smart thing to check. Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes.
I wonder how far we can go. But if the narrator dies and press the button too much.
There's really only
Oh
so
no.
much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But it... Stanley!
I'm about to murder
Stanley,
someone.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer. And my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone.
What happened to the door?
I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times. And there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button. And if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen.
We're
I
going to
have
the
no
future,
idea how
baby.
long I'll be made to sit
Nintendo
here.
Switch
And
2
more
is
than
gonna
anything
launch.
else, I don't... Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week.
The plant, it's dead. Wait, what happened to the lights?
Sitting here all that time, just sitting here, not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that
You already
it's
launched with that
exactly
Switch
the same
OLED
as
thing.
always?
No, but I need the
Doesn't that
Switch
feel like
2.
what we've already been doing? Me just talking?
Alright then.
It isn't
When's the
so-
Switch 3?
It isn't the same at all. It isn't even...
What happened?
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year.
A year?
Sit down in one
Plus?
place, not move for one entire year. Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret.
Only regret.
There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun
Well,
to subside,
can you not press the button?
what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life. All of them.
That's crazy,
collapsed
man.
Down into a single instant. In that instant, I could see myself clearly, calmly.
Well, why
like
you
collected.
see yourself clearly and
It was an
calmly.
impossibly
I'll
rough
see you in the
road
future,
with
buddy.
the light of
We'll
the
see what happens. Let's go. Hello? Plant's fully dead now. The hell happened? Yeah, I think he's dead now. Who knows how long it's been? You murdered him with the power of time. Well, he tried to murder me multiple times, so I feel that that's accurate. The hell is that?
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny.
The
It
fuck
was meant to
happened?
have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoan, they scream, they gnash their teeth.
Did we just
to
revolve
entertain
around the
us.
universe?
It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs
Maybe we
down
skipped
review
millions,
and make
maybe
all of their
billions of
pitiful
years, and the
demands. But
universe
then,
got remade.
He's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability.
Hey,
It's the
hey, buddy, calm down.
unwillingness to examine with an
Calm down, buddy.
uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that set everything
Demands.
and are accountable to nothing. We get a world where someone will say, oh, there should be a skip
There
button.
should be a skip
You should be
button.
able to freeze Stanley in place while the narrator sits there forever and ever. We want all of this in the new Stanley parable. We demand it. And then, because it was said...
I think
because
they
it was
demanded a
spoken,
new Stanley
now
parable.
it
They just
simply
wanted it to
has
be added in
happen.
for like an update or
The
something.
most immediate desires. Every single thing demanded by every person at every moment in time. If someone wants it, then it's a crime not to bring it into being. Have we been given to indulging every
So
fleeting
true,
whim for
bestie.
no reason?
Oh. Hello? How did he come back to life? What happened there? Alright. Press it again.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
Oh, he's spitting bars.
Is never the end, 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 is never the end.
It's a the phone should stick to walls. I'm gonna get controller drift from this. If I keep moving up and down. Let's go. Oh shit. Oh, we portal now? If we keep skipping long enough, the doors will break open. What the fuck happened? Maybe I could climb up. The ladder. If I could grab the ladder, then I could climb up. Well. Yeah, it's this portal. Let's transform into portal slowly. Leaves. Time to keep going. What happened to the leaves? It's turning into a horror game. This is the new content. Is this what happened? I'm scared. The button's on the floor now. What the fuck happened? Oh my god. I can escape. The memory room. It's all gone. Welcome to Dune. This really makes you think about the existence of life, huh? Well, I'm headed to where the sun's going. Maybe we'll find civilization there. What the hell happened? And that was the ending. One of the new endings of the Stanley Parable.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I don't know much about
Stanley
phone chips.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
That's pretty
simply
interesting,
missed
though.
the memo.
New content. I'm assuming a new ending is there, but we went into new content before, so now we go into
When Stanley came to a set
here
of two
again.
open doors,
Let's
he
see. We went to
entered the
new
door
content
with his
door. I went here. Did we go left? We went right and into the confusion ending, so we go here now.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley
went
walked
down.
upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, you know, we all go on tangents. It's fine. Whoop. But it's pretty interesting, though. The hell? It's a bathroom. How do we get out of here? What is that panda? Why is there a panda bear being shot? What is wrong with his boss? Oh yeah, I saw the boss bathroom before.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Kill surprise.
It's trying to skip all the things. That's funny. He didn't even let you do the thing. Alright, yeah.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door.
Oh, we went there.
Mind control facility.
Let's go straight here.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Yeah, I did the freedom ending, so we've been through this room as well. Oh yes, that's right. Turn this on.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Who knows?
No.
So many good points,
refused
narrator.
To believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life.
We're going on an
in
elevator
someone
ride
else's
again.
Control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Oh, hello.
Here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad.
One,
or content.
2.
Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Three. And then, where's 4? I think 4 is up there. Oh, I think that's later. The console's disabled. Two MP macro, not good at all. Got it. I don't use my phone camera that much. I should take more photos. The system
At
power.
last he found the source of the room's power. He knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
On.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
I'll become a god in this new world.
I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event
Huh?
that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes.
Oh
now
my.
This is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have
Well,
so little time left
fuck
to
you.
enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start.
History again.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated?
I would like to know that, yeah.
All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly
History.
and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp.
Damn.
I'll say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go.
Time to keep
But I'm
pressing
sure
buttons is what I
whatever
was
come
meant
up
to
with
do.
on the next go-around
My duty.
will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not?
Oh, thank you.
These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley?
It's
Is it
probably
that
not
you
gonna
have
work.
No idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just
If
assume
only.
when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Do
Incorrect.
you think that's Stanley?
Green.
That
5.
this video game can be beaten?
Maybe
Well,
it will
so,
be. Hang on.
do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That time
My controller's vibrating so much.
It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made
What?
humble. This is not a challenge.
It's messed up.
It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first.
I think it means press green 5 times. Goodbye, employee
Take a
number
look at the clock,
427.
That's 30 seconds you have.
No!
30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life? Or will you let it go peacefully?
Well,
Another
I like to
choice.
cling desperately to my frail life, yes.
Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe
I
me,
assume that
I
is
will be
that this is
loved
an
every
ending.
second of your inevitable
We
life
could try this
from the
again,
moment
but
you
we'll go a
think
different
until the
route.
moment I say happily ever after.
Woo! The explosion ending. I could look up if there is a way to stop it, then I'll look up a guide on it.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time.
To the right.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing
How
now
long
in
are we
this
going for?
incredible
About
room,
almost 2 hours?
Stanley for the first
Yeah.
time understood, but eager to get back to business, Stanley
That
took the
was true
first open
happiness.
door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really. I'm not.
No.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
So true,
Someone you've
bestie.
been neglecting, Stanley.
Maybe you're right.
Someone you've forgotten.
Maybe I should follow your lead.
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for
I'll
me,
figure it out later.
I'm asking
But thanks.
for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
She? Oh, what the fuck?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Oh no. Can I put my faith in people again? Yeah, we'll use the phone. Hello?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right.
I even live in apartment 427?
Okay,
That's
there we
crazy.
go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your
Gotcha.
His narrator's so mean.
Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Oh, yeah?
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Oh, no! No, you can't make me do this. I want to be free. Damn it.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Damn it.
Look at him there, pushing buttons.
Pressing all these
doing
buttons.
Exactly what he's told to do.
Right, fine. I'll press
Now
all the
he's
buttons
pushing
if
a
you
button.
want.
Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Please press square.
But
Fine.
In his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown.
The unknown?
Fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was
Have
wonderful.
you ever used a mannequin that
And
could
each
break
day
the door
when he
down?
returned to work was a reminder that none of it would
Pick up the
ever
mannequin,
happen to
Stanley.
him.
I would like to watch some TV.
So
What
he
we got?
began
We
to
got some,
fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day
got some
at
Better Call
work,
Saul.
He stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss,
Your Honor,
everyone
my
in his
client
building
was just
had suddenly
morbing.
vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Spend time with the boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors.
I'm watching The
and that he
Boys
would go through
on
either.
Amazon.
At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
I actually did not know that. Oh. Prepare dinner. What we
As
got?
he wandered
Lasagna?
through this fantasy
What the fuck?
world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls.
Let me out.
And down another was a yellow line that
me
waved in
leave.
many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Tell your kids a story.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that
So
it would
true,
never
yeah.
end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path.
The office
Must
and
there be?
my
Perhaps he
home
played
room.
just one more time.
Please press triangle to tell your wife you love her.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly
Press F
be?
to pay
In
respects.
reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one.
A rat trapped in a maze.
And I'm
I
trying
do
to
like
explain
sleep.
this. that in this world he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself.
That's not fun.
Listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it. You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand?
I did it out of
every
spite.
second he
Out of
remains
spite.
here, he's electing to kill himself. How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Question nothing.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this.
Press circle to divorce.
Compelled to. I must.
Press square to tell your wife
Well,
why
maybe
she
this
took the
time we'll
kids.
see. Maybe this time.
And your 20 copies of
And I tried
Morbius.
again.
Please
Stanley
die.
pushed a button. And I tried again.
That's messed up.
And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
What? Never signed a prenup. Oh no.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
Well-
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a
I'm about to
memo.
end the stream for today, but we'll do one more ending. Into the new content!
Oh, good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
The new content! What's happening? Oh god! We're gonna pass the jump circle again?
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the
The
first
Stanley
time
Parable
ever,
2!
Stanley
Yeah!
Parable 2.
And then is never the end
Yes, you
again.
see, isn't this
427.
far superior to a measly port with a few minor additions. Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely
Fantastic.
new experience built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly
Investor
been
showcase.
asking for.
Ace the sequel. Oh man. There's some good pieces of art for this game.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think?
You're right about that.
What does it even mean?
Sit notes have nothing
But
on them
the
though.
Stanley Parable 2. Now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
New content is out. New content P2 is in. Oh, it'll be 2 ferns this time. The 2 doors. They've come back. Yeah! Woo! It's kind of like all the different ways to say it. Oh, I knew 2 ferns. Your right brain. What's here? More TSP, better TSP. Win-win. Sequential mindshare. The paradigm shift synergy. Brick and mortar approach. Envelop client-centric marketing. The color red. Leverage the holistic value. So many buzzwords.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is
Fantastic.
going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely
So many different ways to write
organize a handful of
two.
interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around
It's
them.
Red Parker.
It'll all
Me.
work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical,
Break.
really.
Page design. The break is 5 minutes? Number 2 chat. That's messed up. Red's the new orange. So true. Sequels are good. We got Portal 2. We got Half-Life 2. Yeah, alright. Those are pretty great. Batman Arkham Asylum 2, which is silly. I mean, some people debate that Asylum was a little bit better since it was like more Metroidvania, and they just try to do more open world, but whatever. Yeah, sure. Divinity Original Sin 2. I've never played that one. Got Doom 2. I've heard that was pretty good. We got Aladdin 2, Return of Jafar, straight to DVD. Sure. That was cool, I guess. And we got Dark Souls 2, which is the most contentious of all the sequels. That is, maybe not the... I don't know. I liked it. Some people, I don't know. Not fans. Two fingers. Valued investors. This way to the floor. Why is there a bus? Why the fuck do we have a bus here? What?
Here we are. Go
Looks
on,
slightly
try out
orange
some of
now.
the new features.
We got merch. A lot of number 2s on the merch. Dark Souls 1's the best one. Don't know about that. It's good. Look at this coffee. Exclusive. The button that says the name of the player that's playing the game. StanleyParable.com. Please, no screenshots. Can't tell me what to do. Baby is all grown up. Bankruptcy. The new updated ray traced more of the same in a good way sequel. New features, new content, new ideas. Red is the new orange. A whole new office. Oh, look at this. The rug. I like the rug of the office. The button that says the name. Jump circle. Infinite holes over there. Please, no screenshots. The reassurance bucket. I've heard of the bucket. I will not go there. Yet. Your name of the game.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people.
Okay.
So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Road to the perfect button. Too big. Too small. Just right. I don't know. I like the big button. Put your entire hand on it. The button that says the name of the player is playing the game. All right, let's hear it. Buppy Park.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim.
Only
but of
Jim.
course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really
I
sing
guess
the
I'm
full
Jim
experience of
today.
this feature. Just play
I'm
along.
legally
I promise
Jim.
you'll love it.
Shout out to all the
Okay,
Jims out
here we
there
go.
that got their
Let's
name
take
in
a
this.
deep breath, clear your
They got
mind,
freaked out. They were like,
forget
wait, what the
whether
fuck?
you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim,
Sleeping
falling
and
in
waking
love
as
and
Jim.
being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust.
What?
Do you feel it deeply? Jim. Whoa, hold on. I wasn't finished setting up the backstory. If
Oh,
you
I'm so
don't
sorry.
properly roleplay as Jim, then you'll never understand the impact of this button.
You're right, you're right.
Otherwise,
Set it
it's
up
just
again.
a stupid button that says somebody else's name. Okay,
Okay.
we're doing it again, and this time let me finish first.
Right, got it. Go ahead.
Now, allow yourself to become Jim. Imagine yourself driving to work.
I'm
as
driving to work
Jim,
as Jim.
Frisbee on the weekends as Jim.
I'm
Staying up all
launching
night
the
for a
frisbee into
popcorn and
traffic as
horror
Jim.
movie sleepover as Jim. Developing
causing a traffic
crippling
jam.
Substance addiction as Jim.
What?
Rediscovering yourself through
Well,
religious
I
beliefs as Jim.
I guess I
And
did that.
finally, dying a slow death at an old age, surrounded by members of your cult as Jim. Do you feel it in your soul? Are you really, truly Jim right now?
Members of my cult, huh?
So, then please step forward and press the button.
I'm
Yes,
Jim.
you see? What a thrill, what a rush. That was you. The button
It was
described
you.
Do
It was
do again.
me.
Ooh, it hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money.
So,
Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
all right.
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim.
My name
I'm
really
putting
is
the
Jim.
button away. Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who
No,
you
the
actually
Jim
are.
button. What the fuck? It veins through the floor. Damn it. No, I'll figure it out. I'll figure out the endings as much as I can. If I do want to look it up, I'll look it up. There is such an ending like that.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
You're right. Epilogue?
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Do you not know the ending of the game? The free new easy trophy. Oh man. But settings, world champion. What if I open the settings here? What the fuck? Why won't it scroll up? Yeah, that was weird. It won't scroll up anymore. That's actually a little odd. Is it broken? Use every setting? You gotta be joking. Wait, what? Does he speak in? Oh no, I don't know what the settings are. Oh, thank God. You got Russian, you got Espanol, Italiano, Francese, English. I'd have to reset all of the things. Oh. No, I'm not resetting that. Also, it's weird.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
For some reason, the thing won't scroll down. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's fine. Can't believe it's that simple. Get yours right now. Pull the lever and receive your new trophy. No more steps. It just works. Oh, man. I would like a trophy.
Now,
Thank you.
Here's something special. You remember that broken test trophy that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the trophy. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the trophy will be given to you. It's as simple as that. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified.
Oh my god.
This is technology that will exist. Right now, the trophy is still fully broken.
God damn
I'm not
it.
a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel. To at last
I can't wait till the
satisfy
sequel.
hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you.
Gamers, we hear you. It'll open one day. Open the fucking trophy. Yeah, well, at this point it'll be 31.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet? Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm
Balloons?
undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday.
Happy
Which would
12th
you go
birthday. Who the fuck is 12 playing this game? They'll be playing Roblox 2 or something. Get well someday.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along.
God damn
Happy
it.
12th birthday, step-niece it is. Or actually,
But
maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on. Come now. You've already made your choice. It's true that you chose badly, but we all have to move on from our mistakes.
how dare you? He had a Stepney's in between Stanley Parable 1 and 2. Either Stanley Stepney's, the narrator Stepney's, who knows? The Expo Hall Guide. Hashtag 3. Epilogue is the colon mark. A9, K, and E is the exit. I can leave. I've seen enough.
Oh, goodness. Stanley, this is very awkward. I hate to do this, but before you leave, you really should go to both the exhibits for the bucket and the collectibles.
The bucket and the collectibles.
There's a surprise I was going to spring on you later, and it involves both of them. And I really do hate to break the illusion.
Okay.
But it's important that you go see the collectibles and the bucket, okay? All right, I'll get out of your hair now.
Got it. But before we go see those, there's an infinite hole. It won't end. Death. Infinite. Infinity. What's this? Can't see it. How deep can we dig? The whole money.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite fall.
Oh, sign me up.
You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
All right. Let's give it a shot.
You see, Isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions. if
Hell
I do say
yeah.
So, now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Oh. Well, what if I don't want to?
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Why? It's infinite, though. You wouldn't be lying to me, would you?
Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't
But
want
it's not
anyone to say
infinite.
that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is.
Did
Is
you
it
lie to me?
Infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature.
Now it's
more
black.
of a- Okay, well, good for you. You
How did I
found the bottom of
not
the
die?
hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated
By
falling.
falling.
What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole
That
was
sounds
as
like
deep
a
as anyone
dream.
would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem. Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead
Fine.
and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
You got a mug, though. It's a new mug. What's it say? Ball again. Oh, it's good.
Great.
Good point.
Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
All right. Psych.
Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal.
Dig a hole. Dig a
normal
hole.
person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever.
I
till
did
end of
like the
time.
movie
Don't
Holes.
need
It
to
was a
see
good
it all,
movie.
but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to
Why
you
no
this
cigarettes?
time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above.
Okay, fine.
Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. I really do have so much more to show you and to talk about, and I've had enough of the hole for a lifetime.
Watch. I'm like a basketball.
Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow, okay.
Why is it getting
I'm
smaller?
starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability in marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's
Keep
mess.
shortening the hole. How long can we keep going?
Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter. Well, there it is. The shame
What?
of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even a hole at this point. It's more of a concavity, or even a very aggressive divot.
Damn.
How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching.
Alright, this is Dark Souls 2. What the fuck? I can't just climb over this ledge.
You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
Teleport. I'm here. I'm already at the top.
Is the, teleport button not working?
I just did press the button. It's not working. What the
Sure.
fuck?
Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago.
It's because we're already
Try
up here.
again.
Nope.
Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole.
What?
And now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for.
You're out.
It's a win for
You can't
everyone.
leave.
You get to be with the hole. I get to do literally
I
anything.
get to do literally anything else.
Take care, Stanley.
I'm
hope
fine.
you and the hole
Go.
Have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
I'll be in this hole with my mug. With new mug. Yep. We did win. What's happening? This reminds me of that episode of Recess where TJ had the box and he couldn't leave the box. Then he starts going crazy because he can't leave the box when the box is only 4 lines in chalk. Now we can't leave the hole, even though it's just right there over the ledge. Oh god, it's getting deeper. Oh shit. We're going where no man's gone before. To the mole people! Wait, where's my mug? No, my mug, it's gone! Change your perspective. Oh shit. Holy fuck. I'm transcending. We just keep going. It's a drug dream. Oh man, this is Stanley. Change your perception. What the fuck is happening? What the fuck is this? This music's really groovy though. Yeah. Oh hey Verde, what up? We're falling in the infinite hole. We'll have to press circle again. Ah, this fits. Now it's gotten into a nightmare. Yay! We're gonna go find the mole people. Now I'm just Stanley, but upside down. I am now legs.
Stanley!
Whoa, what the fuck?
Good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting
Oh.
away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on
Told
the
you
hole?
drug dream.
From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole.
Many
I'm looking
years.
forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodle pip.
The fuck is Toodle Pip? He's so British. Oh. Oh, we're back here. Is that an ending? We did get an ending, didn't we? Are we stuck here now? None of them will be better than the LSD hole. Yeah, why not? We guess we'll keep going.
Go on. Try out some
I
of
was
the
gonna end, but might as well go look at what's collectibles. Hang on. We'll look at bucket later. Jump circle. What's jump circle? Wait, there it is. The jump circle.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2
Yes,
as well.
let's do it.
Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle?
No, just reset the number.
I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece then.
No, my jumps. Wait, did he actually change to mostly infinite hole? He did. He did change it to mostly infinite hole. That's funny. Collect them all. Oh my god.
Collectibles. Now it's a real video game.
Now we're in Arkham
Stanley
Knight.
Parable 2,
Collect
you'll run
all
around gathering
400
up these
Riddler
little
trophies.
Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Fuck yeah. Oh my god. What the hell is this? One out of 6. It's a Stanley trophy.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
There's 5 more. I'll find them. I can't go back in. I guess I have to find them in this world. Yeah, onto the bucket, I guess. We saw the trophy. You can't leave until we see the bucket. What's this? Oh, this is the balloon room. To the bucket!
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable reassurance
Oh, here it comes.
bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket,
Oh, they hold on to the bucket.
disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting.
Give it to me.
You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me.
How's it convenient?
Actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable.
Less
Can you imagine
uncomfortable.
what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Yes, yes. Bucket, 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 bucket.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can
Fuck
I say
yeah.
that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just
Can't wear it on my head?
has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
I'm so excited.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Can I go to the hole with this? What's this? Oh, you locked up mostly infinite Holton, damn you. Damn you, narrator. You're very into phones. Alright, I guess we exit with this bucket. The hell is that? Is that Stanley? That could be Stanley. That's a nice piece of art. Very provocative. No screenshots, please.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work.
Thank you.
There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready?
Maybe.
Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement.
Just maybe change it up a bit. Hang on.
Yes, this is much better.
Is this guy a god?
What about this? Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding?
Why is the
Stanley?
epilogue like that?
This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags.
The
They
jump
don't
circle
add
is the
up to
infinite
anything.
hole.
I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of
That's
the
okay. No
first
one can
game.
make a good
I
sequel.
wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game.
That just sounds like the Ultra Deluxe version.
I suppose it could, but it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2." Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Oh. Oh shit. It's the control intro. There are credits. Got Discord, got Twitter, got the website. Look at these credits. I did play Control for a little bit. Never finished it though.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company
The balloons.
where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he
Oh, hell
pushed
yeah.
buttons on a keyboard.
Pressing these buttons.
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in.
I'm a
Though he had been made exactly
button
for this
maniac.
and Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Stanley Parable
Something that
2.
would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened.
Maybe she's the final boss, or Stepney's. We have to go fight her.
Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid,
Gotta beat up a
Stanley found
12-year-old.
himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley felt the bucket calling to him, begging him to pick it up.
The bucket?
Why was he not doing it?
Where's the bucket? Oh, there it is.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
I got the bucket. Don't worry, we got this.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
No.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
He's right.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
Thanks, Bucket. Got a new buddy on our adventures.
Truly, being here with the bucket was a grand adventure. Stanley
All right,
reflected
Ultima.
on
Thanks for
all
coming
they'd
by.
been through
Following.
together. First, walking through the door on the right, then walking to the lounge, then arriving at the lounge. What a thrilling journey the bucket had inspired.
It has been a thrilling journey indeed. My emotional support bucket.
Perhaps this was where the bucket felt most truly at home. Here in the employee lounge. Perhaps it's the only place a bucket can even feel at home.
I mean, we could put it in the broom closet. That's where it would feel like at home.
Stanley decided to just give the bucket absolutely as much time as it needed to be in the lounge. Clearly, the bucket and the employee lounge shared a special connection.
I'm just staring at this painting. Oh my god. Well, that's enough. I will slowly walk out. Slowly. Slowly. Slow. Okay, we're going out of here. He said he's not gonna say anything else.
Finally, the bucket was done being in the lounge, and they took the first open door on their left to get back to business.
Oh, you know what? We'll go back there.
And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door. Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy? It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom
That's
closet is
true.
trying
You're
to
so
say.
right,
It's
man.
supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend.
What is Portal 2?
Don't hand it over. Oh no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined.
It's insane.
Wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends? That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient?
How dare
That
this
your
broom
life is
closet?
so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path. In
Well, I
an
mean, if it was a
partially
companion cube, I
enticing
think I'd
manner.
feel a kinship to
Well,
that, yeah.
never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it.
really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety of
okay.
experiences you and the bucket have shared together.
Yeah, we
Go through
we
each
met
of
at
them point by point.
the Stanley
Share
Parable
your
2
journal
room.
entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for
My
the
trees.
bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years.
Journal entries.
Let him have it. Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all.
Oh, yeah?
Here we go.
Property of
Now
Stanley.
settled.
Fantastic.
No more discussion. Take a hike, broom closet, with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
Where's the bucket? You think the broom as well?
All right, I've got a second sticker back here.
How
and I'm
many
going to
stickers
snap
do you
it on as
fucking
well
have?
Because I think it's appropriate. You see, I feel that it works
What?
because the sticker is also a bucket.
Yeah, you're right about that.
If you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, ah, it's a bucket. There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
Yeah, so true. Wide variety of applications
You know
for
what?
this
I
sticker.
could take the name calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us a silent treatment. And to be honest, I'm sick of the
Narrator,
pettiness on display.
broom closet
You
can't
can
speak.
stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
I like how it sounds like he's leaving the room. Can I wear the bucket? That'd be nice. This is what it's all about, everyone. The broom closet, the bucket, and Stanley. Conflict for the ages. I'm getting out of here now. Nah, I'm getting out of here. Take a photo of this.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
To go to the crazy ending again? Let's not do that. That one's a bit wild.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing presence of the... But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along?
The bucket told me, yeah.
Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Thank you, bucket. The fuck's gonna happen? I was gonna end a while ago, but we still haven't reached an
The
ending.
elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty,
Can I spit in the bucket?
he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine. Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Such an enormous
What
room packed with
horrible
television
secret did this
screens.
place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Why is the bucket having dots?
The monitors jumped to life. and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock.
Nearly dropped it, but I didn't. So I have it.
Monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Okay.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
I have a feeble mind, how dare you?
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control, never! He squeezed the bucket tighter, his one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket. But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his
Here we go,
past
bucket.
began to sink in, Stanley
will be
decided that
free.
This machinery would never again exert its terrible power.
By
over
taking control of
the
everyone in the
The
area.
bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls. Stanley gasped in horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself? How could the bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen.
What?
Birds. Silly. Silly birds.
What the fuck is
The control
happening?
buttons became active again.
Silly birds? There's a bird button and then there's bird button. Let's go with this one. Oh! Parrots.
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind
Flamingos.
control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds.
Silly birds.
The mind controls were only a
Oh, look at these
facade
penguins.
to disguise its true intention.
Yeah, right, look at these fucking
Had
birds.
the bucket known this all along? Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because
This is a
they
bunch of
spent the rest of
serotonin.
their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable. Of all the possible paths his life
Man, this
could
bird got like
this
two
one
noses.
was surely the best. And Stanley was happy.
Ah, that's a goose. That's a chihuahua. Oh, and it's over. The balloons are still here. All right, that's enough. Sequel is now paused. We quit to the main menu. Will it go to the Stanley Parable 2 thing? Well, then we're gonna see. It does. It just goes here. That's crazy. All right. We'll look at the Stanley Parable 2 route. I don't know how long this route and how many endings there are in this. We'll look at it some other time, but goodness, we have been streaming for quite a while, and that is it for today. It's getting hotter, and I may have to turn on the AC and just relax. But thank you, people, for coming on by and for the follows. We may finish this game in another stream, I don't know. I may at this point have to look up a guide and how to look at the endings. But yeah, I do have other games planned to play. Yes. Thank you all for coming on out. So yeah, take care, everyone. See ya. Oh, you came back right as I ended, and got the silly birds ending. Sorry, second. But thanks for stopping by, everyone. See ya. It's over. I'm sorry. It's getting too hot.